Okay, so we are through with the user that want to model the beam and the column. Now we have to pass on to the next mode, which is the slab. Okay, so let's go back to our code. So it means now we are in the case of slab. So what will slab look like? Well, we'll just draw it as a rectangle, okay? So we are in a reinforced concrete slab here. We are in a solid slab, solid rectangular slab, okay? Of course, all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares, right? So we are in rectangular slabs. Okay, so what do we have to change here? We have the case, which is no problem, so it will be slab length edit, okay? So horizontal diamond left, no problem there. So now the length here, we have two lengths for slabs, okay? So this is what our slab will look like, exactly like that, okay? So we have the length following X here, okay? We have the length following Y, which is this length here, right? We will draw our slabs with these four nodes. So we'll use the patch function to draw the slab, okay? We'll draw with 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes. And these are the coordinates. The 0, 0 here will be our first node. The 0 LZ, that is at the distance of this length here, would be our second. The third one will be this one here, and the fourth one will be that. So by default, as we have taken by default the length of the beam to be 3, and the length also of the column, or what we can also call the height of the column. I think we should call it the height there. It's not appropriate to call it the length. We'll call it the height, okay? We'll go back there and call it the height. So the height of the column, we also set it by default to 3, okay? So what we'll do here is we'll set LZ and LX also by default to 3, okay? So I think again we should put this way like that, and have our program the other way. That will enable us to answer some questions. So for the column, please let's just edit, okay? So should, in case it is column, we will say we will set sec window of 2, right? It is sec window of 2 that has a handle to that particular text, okay? We will set its string property to what? Not to length equal to, okay, but to height equal to. We'll set it to height equal to, right? So let's try. Oh, it's already slab. Let's try and go and put back column there just to make sure that this particular issue is solved, okay? Column. Okay, so it is height equal to, okay, that's good. So we can come back to our slab and continue. So where is that? Come on, where is that? Okay, so here we are. So for slabs, well, we will say we will modify first this particular length here, okay? So we will set the string property of this one to be length. Length following, we'll say length, let's put x in parentheses, okay? To say length following the x-axis will be the first one, okay? Then we'll have to create another something like that. You see what I mean, right? Because we have two different lengths to edit here, okay? We have two different lengths to edit here, so it means that there must be two edit texts and not just one, okay? So here, this will be, we already have 2 up there, so this will be, we ended here at 4, okay? So here we'll have 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so you see that we make sure we store all our UI controls that are there in the sec window variable. Okay. So if this one here is length of x, it means that the other one that is coming under it have to be length what? Following z. Remember, our own coordinate system here is x and z. Okay, so the position now, I want to put it under again of a distance of 40. So this 1 minus 40, I think, gives me 1195. Okay, is that correct? No, this is not even where I'm supposed to put it. Okay, it is following y. So 0 here, 0, and here 0. Okay, so here will be length z, and I think that's all that will change for now. Let's just try that. Okay. Okay, so we have length x to be 3, we have length z to be 3. Okay, so that's the case for slab. We must have these two. Wow, it's very beautiful, huh? Don't you think? Okay, let me not forget myself here. Okay, so we have to be careful, because those two lengths implies that we need two different values to be stored in our length element. Okay, but let's finish first here. Let's finish first. So you will notice something. Here is 6. Okay, the edit text here has the change length callback, as well as the edit text here also has the change length callback. So all of these edit text will always execute the change length callback. Okay, so when we come to the change length callback, which is this one here, we'll just need to add another case which concerns our slab drawing. Okay, I will need to program it differently. Now, with respect to the slab, how are we supposed to set our axis? Okay, because it has to be drawn. When we click on slab there, an initial slab of 3 meters by 3 meters, okay, have to be drawn. So you see that when it is slab, okay, we will have a small hoity-toity. Why? Because slab has 2 lengths, so it means that our length here will have to become a 2-element vector. Okay, the first element in that vector will represent the x length, and the second element in that vector will represent the z length. That's how we'll do it. Okay, so here there is no problem, because initially the length is 0, and we can say length is equal to that, no problem. That's just to set an accurate axis. Okay, so I'll copy these two, and I'll have to put them here. Okay, so let me separate it from the other. Okay, so that we see the difference. So here I'll need to set x to the x limit. So here, because it is a square, it spans in 2 directions. Are you seeing that? So what has to happen is that I have x limit and y limit, because it changes. It can change in any of those 2 directions. Okay, so I will set the x to the limit to what? To -4, right? Length of 1, because 1 represents what? The length following the x-axis. Okay, and for the other one, that is the y limit, I'll need to change it to 2. 2 represent what? The z-axis. Hope we are still together here. And then the element now in this case will not be what? Will not be a line. Okay, it will be a patch. It will be a patch, and the patch will not be like that exactly. We can maintain the width of the line. Okay, but what do we need? We need faces, right? Or should I say vertices first? We need vertices. We need vertices, and as we are seeing here, let me just represent it here. Okay, we have core to represent our vertices, So what will be the coordinate of the first? It will be 0, 0 always, okay? 0, 0 of the first node to draw a rectangular slab. It will always be 0, 0. The coordinate of the second, okay, let's just finish these coordinates. The coordinates of the second will be what? 0, LZ, okay? So it will be 0, comma, what? Length element of 2, right? Because that is our LZ. We said our length element now for the slab case will become a 2-element vector, okay? The first element will represent the length of the X, and the second element will represent the length following the Z, okay? That's the way we transform real cases to MATLAB scenario. So now the third one will be LX, LZ. So LX here is 1, okay, and then LZ will be 2. Right? So, and the last one is LX, which is 1, and comma 0. Okay? Okay, so that will be chord. And what will be faces? Faces will simply be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? To draw all of these things and close them. So you have vertices that will be chord. Okay, and you have faces that will simply be 1, 2, 1 to 4. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, there's a red somewhere. What's happening? Oh, okay. So I think we can already try that. Yes, let's just try. Okay. There will be a mistake. Yes, there will be a mistake because there is no length element of 2 as of yet. Okay, so I think here that condition that we did in the beginning here, we'll just put it inside. We'll just put it inside here also. Okay, we'll put it inside here somewhere here. We'll put it inside here and we'll say here element of 2. Okay, so now I think our time is long past in this particular video. Okay, yes, so we'll continue from there in the next video. Okay, I'm hearing ping. We'll correct all of that in the next video. Okay, thank you very much.